What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the App Podcast, your cool daily marketing hang. I don't know if you could tell, it is just me today. Breaking news. I'm rolling solo today, but don't worry, I've got you covered with some wild stuff to talk about. So here's what we're diving into. First, TikTok might actually shut down in the US in just a few weeks. Yeah, imagine opening the app and seeing nothing. What does that mean for creators, brands, and honestly, all of us, especially you people in the States? Then, we're heading into the world of burritos and running. Chipotle has teamed up with Strava to gamify fitness. They're basically saying, run for your life, or at least for free guac. Honestly, I'm not sure if I'd do it. I don't know if you can tell, but I've got some thoughts. And finally, Gymshark's 66-day challenge. They're using science to get people hooked on fitness routines, and it's become one of the smartest marketing campaigns out there. It's all connected, right? We're talking about platforms and brands figuring out how to create habits, loyalty, and maybe even addiction in a good way. All right, let's get into it. So TikTok, the app that somehow knows you better than your best friend and maybe even better than you know yourself. It's facing a potential shutdown in the US on January 19th. That's 6 days from now or something like that. And honestly, that would be huge. Here's the situation. The US government is basically telling ByteDance, TikTok's Chinese parent company, sell the app or shut it down. They're worried about national security, saying TikTok collects too much data on Americans and could share it with China. Now, it's not just about privacy, it's about espionage and blackmail. And I get it, kind of. Data privacy is important, but banning the app just feels a little too extreme, doesn't it? TikTok has 170 million active users in the US. That's more than half the population scrolling, creating, and let's be honest, procrastinating. For brands, TikTok is a goldmine. It's where trends start, where creators blow up, and where small businesses go viral overnight. If TikTok disappears, brands are going to scramble. Do they move to Reels, Shorts, something new? I'm not convinced anything else can fully replace TikTok. But it's not just about marketing. Think about us, the users, especially in the States. TikTok isn't just an app. It's where we connect. It's where we find oddly specific videos that somehow make us feel seen. Imagine all the brain rot and hopecore we're gonna lose. Losing that would leave a massive cultural gap. So what fills the void? Do we get Vine 2.0? Does Reels step up? Or do we all just go outside and touch grass for a change? I'm down with that. Honestly, I don't know. But here's what I do know. If TikTok goes dark, it's not just creators and brands that lose. It's all of us who have made TikTok parts of our lives. What do we replace it with? What about you? Would you miss TikTok, or are you kind of over it? Let me know. I'm genuinely curious where people stand on this one. And what happens to TikTok from here? Who knows? We'll see. Speaking of things that are way too addictive, let's talk about Chipotle and how they're trying to turn fitness into a game. I don't know about you, but the only thing that's ever motivated me to run is being chased, either by someone or by a burrito truck. And Chipotle, they've basically made that happen. So, Chipotle has teamed up with Strava, the running app that every insufferable person has in the morning, for this global fitness challenge. The concept is simple. You run specific routes in cities like New York, London, and Paris, and the person who completes their route the most during January wins free Chipotle bowls for a year. Sign me up. And they didn't just stop there. The city with the most participation gets a BOGO day. Like everyone in that city gets buy one, get one free burritos. Sign me up again. That's next level motivation, especially for a big back like me. Last year, this challenge logged over 9.25 million miles. That's like running around the world 370 times or something like that. I didn't do math. And now they've expanded it globally. But here's the twist. January 10th, which is apparently the day most people give up on their New Year's resolution, has been branded as No Quitters Day. Chipotle's flipping the narrative by handing out free bowls to keep people motivated. And honestly, it works. People love gamification. They love challenges, leaderboards, and especially free food. You can ask me about that. Chipotle isn't just selling burritos here. They're positioning themselves as part of your fitness journey. It's kind of brilliant. But let's be real. Would this actually get me to run? I mean, I like the idea of fitness challenges, but running, that's a tough sell. What about you? Are you lacing up for free guac, Or are you skipping the workout and just eating the burrito? Like me. And that brings us to Gymshark. Because while Chipotle is out here trying to get us to run for burritos, Gymshark is taking a more scientific approach to habits. And honestly, it's working just as well. They've almost got me sold. So, Gymshark's 66-day challenge is all about building fitness habits. And it's not just a marketing gimmick. There's actual science behind it. Or so we've been told. A study showed it takes about 66 days to form a habit. And Gymshark has turned that into a full-on movement. And here's how it works. You basically set yourself a fitness goal, track your progress, and share updates using the hashtag Gymshark66. The community aspect is huge. The hashtag has that one hashtag has over 45.5 million views, and it's still growing to this day. What's wild is Gymshark has built this $1.5 billion brand, not just by selling clothes, but by selling a lifestyle. They've created this vibe where you're not just buying like leggings and cool jackets, you're buying into the idea of being part of something bigger. But let's talk about habits for a second. They are hard as hell, right? I've tried building habits, going to the gym, drinking more water, or even just waking up earlier, and I've failed more times than I'd like to admit. Asked my boss this morning, I showed up late. The question is, does this kind of thing actually stick? Once the 66 days are up, do people keep going, or does it all fall apart? I guess it depends on the person. But what about you? Could you stick to 66 days of anything? Or are you more of a 2-week and done kind of person like me? Be honest, I know I'm not the only one who struggles with this. Now, all right, that's it for today's episode. We've talked about TikTok potentially shutting down. Rest in peace to American users. Chipotle making fitness fun with burritos, and Gymshark proving that science-backed marketing can be a game changer. If there's one thing these stories all have in common, it's this. The best marketing isn't just about selling. It's about creating habits, communities, and moments that stick. So what do you think? Would you run for free guac? Could you stick to Gymshark 66 days? And seriously, what would you do if TikTok disappeared tomorrow? Hit us up on Instagram and TikTok while it's here at you're at 10 please. I was going to say .com, but you're at 10 please, and let us know. Thanks for hanging out with me, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.